Anything said on Hillbilly Broadcast should be taken only as opinion. Also, the views of our guests and people that we interview do not necessarily reflect the opinion of Hillbilly Broadcasts, Hillbilly Media, or any of our affiliates and sponsors. The following show is a production of Hillbilly Media, LLC.
Please remain calm. There is no need for alarm. This space is now being taken over by Hillbilly Broadcast.
I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast today with Elon Musk. Have you heard that one?
Yeah, I'm working my way through that one.
Dude, I am too, man. I'm not too deep into that, but man, they were talking about this government shutdown. You got into that part a little bit yet?
I don't know if I have with that one. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I haven't heard any of it, so.
Okay, that dude. That I don't want to spoil it for you, man. But they were, and I let's be honest. I wasn't really sure exactly how that conversation was going to go when they started talking about like Trump administration and stuff. I thought he would maybe be like shitting on Trump a lot, because of like the past. But it actually was like, and he wasn't like saying like either way, like, but he was like, obviously he still agrees with the right. And like he was talking about, he said really the whole reason this whole government shutdown is even happening right now. He said, let's break it down easily, is because he said the left is trying to import voters. That's essentially what they're trying to do. He's like, and he said, and right now, he said, not a ton of people know this. He said, but the left is just supplying illegal aliens, or immigrants, whatever, with just like so much stuff. He said they kind of covered up a little bit with saying like, oh yeah, well they need health care. He said, but then they're also not telling you that they're giving them $10,000 Visa cards. They are giving them EBT cards. They're housing them. He's like, all this stuff. He's like, well, the left wants to keep pumping that in because obviously if you can keep them, coming across the border, obviously then you have voters.
I didn't realize that's what the shutdown was over. I thought it was linked to the Obamacare thing running out.
There was a few things that the right and left were fighting over, and they were like, well, we're going to take things out that they did not agree with. It was like one of them was, I thought it was like $500 million going to crazy, stupid crap overseas.
See, yes, it comes down to that right there. It comes down. There's a lot of spending that's happening.
Yes.
That he said the Trump administration is trying to cut back on, and he said, and really he's simplified. He's like it's really they're spending a ton of money, and the Trump administration is like, no. Like,
and granted, I think it would be great to know about it, but I am not interested in the sex habits of lions overseas in Africa. Like there's little things that are crazy.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
It's
like,
true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. If we were doing better financially, okay. But like, let's just talk about a budget, because Phil and I have been really getting strict about budget-wise stuff lately. And my heart is crying. But other than that, like there are things that I think the United States needs to be focusing on other than like things that they can do to help the animals overseas. I would love to help the animals overseas. But if you don't have the money for it and we're taking you away from like our TSA agents who are like working in their jobs here and they're not getting paid for things. And they're the ones that are helping to make sure everything is going smoothly on our soil. Like the focus of things is all just jacked up here.
Have we hit a month yet?
We're at 35 days.
35 days.
Yeah, we've definitely
35 days. Yeah,
because they were talking about how a couple of days ago how it's reaching
today's
2 months.
November 5th, so we're at 35 days on November 5th.
We've started into our second month, is what the lady said on the news. Yeah.
Dude, do we not have enough animals here in the U.S. to
I couldn't give a damn about animals in Africa. I'm sorry, I really
dude, you know what? Let's just mow them down. You know what I'm saying? I think it's easier.
Well, I have friends that spent $10,000 to go over there and hunt old zebras, lions, giraffes, whatever it was. They literally spent $15,000 to kill an animal over there.
Oh yeah, that's a big industry.
Like they have money to do that. I think they have like $160,000 acre farm, or not 1,000 acre, 1,000 acre farm. They love their land.
The thing with Elon that I was so hyped up about was the whole Doge thing.
Yeah, I was too.
I was so excited about all that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
going in and auditing the government, essentially, where he's like, we're going in, and Trump like put him over this little thing.
I was thinking of like it's some okay, yeah, cool, whatever.
And we're going in there and we're going to friggin' check everything out and cut spending. And then so you started hearing about some stuff, and then I heard him say, "Hey, we're headed to the Pentagon next." And next thing you know, Elon said, "Hey, I'm out," and Trump was on Epstein Island. And then Trump's like, you know, Elon's a little bitch. You know, it's just like
first of all,
it just freaking devolved into chaos.
Like, first of all, we all knew that Donald Trump was on Epstein Island.
Well, he's on the flight logs for the plane. I don't know if they've actually proven him to be there. At least not that they've shown us listeners.
No pictures at the island.
There's pictures of him buddy with Jeffrey Epstein in a plane.
There's pictures of the two together.
There's pictures of it. Yeah. But not on the island. And see, the island is like where I guess the real shit was going down. But there is pictures of, I think, Bill Clinton there. And, oh man, what was the prince in that time?
The one that got in trouble. His name now.
It's not Andrew, is it?
Yeah.
Andrew.
Is it Andrew?
Prince Andrew?
Yeah, I think it might have been Prince Andrew. Yeah. So, and there's pictures of him. And actually, there was a woman. I watched a couple of documentaries on the Epstein thing, and there was a girl that actually she called him by name and said that like they spoke and stuff. Like he was there, you know, on that island. So
yeah, I remember reading a court case file or whatever it was, where she said that there was some sexual innuendo and conversation that had happened in the presence of Donald Trump. I guess, and he wasn't very kind. But then again, this is all just what people are saying, and I'm not saying that they're lying, but it's hasn't gone anywhere. So either people are afraid. Not to mention that wasn't the guy.
That's another thing I'm disappointed about is the whole. Where's the Epstein list? I was promised that. I was told about that for years. I was hyped up about that, and all of a sudden, I'm being told it doesn't exist. The Democrats made it up.
But we knew this all along.
I didn't know this all along.
No. Ghislaine Maxwell is never going to testify because I've already done a lot of research into some of this stuff. Her dad was working for the Israelis as a spy.
Oh, gosh, here we go.
Oh, I'm going to talk about it. Do some research.
The Jews.
Yeah, no, I'm not hating on Jews at all.
No,
I'm just
I'm
saying,
kidding.
like, there were people that were supporting them.
Well,
and
what I'm saying though is that we were told by Trump that we were going to see this Epstein list, and then he tries to tell us it doesn't exist. And I'm sorry, I don't believe that. I don't believe it.
Yeah. Well, now, and I know, and this is kind of along the same lines there. This may be kind of silly because, I mean, like, it's been so many years ago now. It's like, okay, who cares? But I was kind of excited that, you know, he talked about releasing the JFK file and like all the info they had on that. They released it, but like tons of it was like blurred out. It told us literally nothing. It's like
there were so many things that were covered up.
You ran saying we're going to uncover this. You know, we're like, you know, whatever. And it's like, and then we elect him, and it's like nothing. You know.
Well, that's kind of like all these text messages. Like, since you're talking about controversial like assassinations, the Charlie Kirk thing, I can't let that one go since it's like the most recent one. But the things that Candace Owens is talking about, I guess like text messages that he talked about how he was talking about not accepting money from some Israeli supporters, this, that, and another. And I guess there were some weird conversations, and he said that he just could not accept their money because he did not support what they were supporting, which, okay, whatever.
I heard that.
You can say you don't want money from somebody, but it doesn't mean you hate them.
It's my understanding he was starting to get pissed at the pressure, right, of any criticism of the state of Israel.
Yes. Yeah, I think I heard that. Yeah.
And it's okay to say no. You have a business, and if you don't want to support somebody, you can say no. But whenever you do that, realize there's going to be a little bit of something on your head because someone is going to use that against you and say that you're not supporting the Jews.
Because you've got donors that give to you.
Right.
And they want to see results from you if they've spent millions of dollars.
Yes.
And then if you start veering away, they're going to get mad.
Yeah. And I hate to say it, as a Christian, if you are a Christian, like, you're swallowing anything Israel hook, line, and sinker.
Well, that's what we were always taught as kids, you know, growing up. It was like you just kind of you fall right into line with whatever Israel's doing. You better be a believer in it.
So since we're talking, absolutely. Yeah. Since we're talking about this subject, and I want to make clear right up front that just because, so you can separate.
Oh, we're canceled. Second episode in.
you can separate the government of Israel and the Jews. Okay. I'm not talking about the Jews. Oh, they run everything. I'm not talking like that. Just like I don't group the blacks together or the Mexicans. You know, it's like you're not to be judged.
You're judged by
as
your
a group
actions
because
and not
somebody
who
in
you're a
that group
of.
did something dumb.
Okay.
So
Fair.
this conversation
So
here,
you can't hate me because I came from like I'm a Christian.
yeah, if you have something against, you shouldn't have something against all Christians because one Christian
Correct.
took a crap in your lawn or something.
Right. Okay.
What I'm talking about here is the state of Israel. Okay. So if you hear me say any kind of criticism about Israel, I'm not talking about the Jews. I'm talking about the government of Israel.
Okay.
Yes.
So since we're talking about this kind of stuff, Tucker Carlson's all over the place right now, right? Okay.
Yeah.
If you live on X, which I have been doing more lately, and I
You
shouldn't.
come home and talk about X.
I know it's bad. There's nothing but a bunch of retards on X, which
We
is
should
probably
have
why I'm
something
there.
called X-rated.
And so Tucker had on Nick Fuentes. Are you guys familiar with Nick?
Yeah, just a hair. I've heard of him. That's about it.
I cannot stand Nick Fuentes. I'm going to put that right out there.
I know you can't.
When I see this guy, I see somebody that says a lot of dumb crap for like shock value.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure he believes what he says. He might. And if he does, that's reprehensible. It's terrible. But I see him saying a lot of crap. And he kind of reminds me of Wheeler Walker Jr. Okay. Kanan, you're familiar with him.
Oh yeah.
You know, Wheeler Walker Jr. sings all these songs that are just filthy, nasty.
Oh yeah.
And then I heard him on Joe Rogan be
Do
like,
I even know Wheeler Walker Jr.?
well, he's got like all these songs about incest and all this just nasty stuff. Am I right, Kanan? Am I representing it right?
Oh my, yeah, dude, it's awful. I mean, you'll need to bathe in holy water when you get done listening to his music.
It's not my cup of tea.
I bathed in it often.
It is not my cup of tea. So you've got Wheeler Walker Jr. Really, and then he's on Rogan complaining about what, you just look it up? Yeah, it's nasty. Okay, I don't like it.
So
then
I don't like anything that I just saw.
Yeah. So then he's on Joe Rogan complaining about, I don't get any airtime on country radio. Why do you think that is?
Yeah. You can't be singing about the stuff he's.
Yeah.
You can't be singing the stuff he's singing on the radio.
So,
you can't be on the radio singing
exactly
that.
Right. Like, it's not going to happen.
Dude, if they blurted out everything he said on there would be a song.
You would have an intro and an ending. That's all you would have.
Yeah.
So then I see, in the comparison to Nick Fuentes, I see somebody like Nick who just says all this crazy crap. He's anti-Semitic. He says Stalin was cool. He praises Hitler. And then he's like, I just want somebody to have me on their show so I could be debated. It's like, dude, you sound like a lunatic. Stop it.
Yeah.
That's the reason why you're not accepted, is that crap right there.
Now, do you think he's trying to make a lot of noise to see, like, to just get popular, just say a bunch of shit that, like, to just be controversial so people will will listen to you, or will,
that's my gut feeling.
Or just to get famous, you know what I'm saying? Like, just to get famous.
He just says dumb shit. Just dumb.
I don't know nothing about him. I'm just making a speculation about that's what he's doing.
But so here's the thing. So he has a huge following.
Does he really?
Nick Fuentes has
my brother
a huge following. They call themselves the Groypers. I don't know why. I don't know where that
Groypers?
Groypers. 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 I don't know.
It sounds like he's groping.
It sounds like an STD or something to me. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's like, I'm
so,
groper.
Yeah. So he has a lot of, what do you want to call it? Like angry young men, guys that are dissatisfied with the system. Maybe I should try to pull up some clips of Nick to play, but most people are listening. I'm assuming they would know who he is. So he's got this huge base of young followers. And so Tucker decides to interview him. Now, Nick has been very crappy to Tucker on the show and all that stuff. Okay. Saying stuff about his family and all this, that, and the other. That's how Nick does.
Personal attacks instead of actual.
It's just being retarded.
Emotionally immature.
That's fine. So Tucker decides to have him on because Nick's getting more and more popular. And he's like, let me talk to him. Tucker has this interview with him, which I think I saw really nothing wrong with.
Mm-hmm.
The interview, Tucker pushed back on him. He wasn't hostile towards him. More of like, okay, why are you doing this type of thing? You'd hear some of that.
Right.
Okay. He also pushed back on him for saying, why are you lumping all Jews together? Because Nick is a Catholic. He's like, look, dude, it's not Christian to judge a whole class like that.
Right.
Like we're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to judge individually.
Yes.
So he's pushing back.
agree.
He's pushing back with that kind of stuff. Nick says a lot of dumb things about women. He was pushing back on him with some of that. He didn't have a hostile interview like he did with Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz got on there and Tucker jumped his ass.
Okay.
Oh, did he? Oh, I got to watch that.
Oh, yeah. They had all kinds of, they were flying back and
I
forth
feel
with each
like I
other.
need to go watch this Nick guy.
And now they hate each other. Ted Cruz on Twitter seems like a bitter ex-girlfriend against Tucker. Like he posts about Tucker at least
Just like
twice
that
a week.
woman
it seems.
who married a Jewish guy and then on the Piers
Katie
Morgan.
Miller. We need to play that clip after a bit too.
Yes.
So,
that was crazy.
because Tucker had Nick Fuentes on, the right has lost their mind. Or let me put it this way. A significant portion of the right wing have lost their mind. And they're calling for the cancellation of Tucker and kick him out of MAGA. He's not MAGA.
Yeah.
You know what?
Oh, my
That
God.
sounds dumb. You got people like Mark Levin, the guy that runs the Babylon Bee, which is Seth Dillon, I think. He's calling for all this. You've got, there's tons of these. Eric Metaxas, Steve Deese, how do you say his name? These kind of guys. They're like, get him. What is he doing? It's like he had a conversation.
They were all
Wow.
against the cancel culture. You know what? 3-4
After they
years
wanted
ago.
to cancel everybody
Yes.
else.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is...
And now the right's wanting to do it. It's like, okay, come on now.
That's
You know,
my
like,
problem, Kanan. That is my problem right there. That's my issue with this whole
Wow.
thing.
That is unbelievable.
They screamed for years about this cancel culture and they got canceled for this. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, yeah. Then next thing you know, Tucker Carlson comes on. And Tucker has been critical of the state of Israel. Okay. He don't like our funding going there. He questions what they've done in Gaza, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well,
So
it's one thing,
they've
it's
been-
one thing to question about it, but sometimes the U.S. is required to help out because we are allies, and I guess there's rules. I don't know. This is just what I've read.
Well, this anger against Tucker's been building, and then they found something that's that we can use. Okay, I'm going to play one for you. Tucker does not like Dan Crenshaw. Okay,
Is that the guy in the patch?
that's old eye patch from Texas. It looks like it's kind of the end of an interview, and somebody asked him about Tucker. Okay, so listen to this.
Thank you.
Have you ever met Tucker?
We've talked a lot. If I ever meet him, I'll probably kill him.
For those of you who couldn't understand what he was saying, he said, we've talked a lot, but if I ever meet him, I'll effing kill him.
That's
Now,
unreal.
let's go to Congressman Randy Fine, who's, I think, out of Florida. This was at the Republican Jewish Coalition Leadership Summit, which, from what I understand, essentially turned into Let's Hate Tucker party. They even had these signs they were holding up, Tucker's not MAGA. And you could tell they were mass produced, like nobody made these signs and showed up. This was planned. So here is Randy Fine talking about Tucker Carlson.
But I'm here for the kids down here because it's easy to talk about anti-Semitism on the left. I want to talk about the dark force rising on our side. Multiple speakers have talked about the rise of anti-Semitism on the right. But it is not enough to speak in platitudes or generalities about the fight. We must call evil by its name. 5 years ago, if I was talking to my father, who's watching, hi Dad, if I was talking to my father at 8:59 p.m. at night, he would say, Randy, I gotta go. Tucker Carlson's gonna be on. But make no mistake, today, Tucker Carlson is the most dangerous anti-Semite in America. He has chosen...
They're all holding up their Tucker's not MAGA signs now.
He has chosen to take on the mantle of leader of a modern-day Hitler Youth, to broadcast and feature those who celebrate the Nazis, those who call for the extermination of Israel, to defend Hamas, to even criticize President Trump for stopping Iran's nuclear ambitions. Friends, make no mistake. Tucker is not MAGA.
Oh my gosh.
I think that's enough to play with that.
Wow.
So this is the kind of pushback we're seeing from Republicans. This is Republicans. Okay, let's actually go up. Let's play
Is that Levin?
Mark Levin, whom I used to be a huge fan of.
I still listen to him sometimes.
Let's listen to Mark Levin.
Hitler admirers, Stalin admirers, Jew haters, American haters, Churchill haters. You're damn right we're going to cancel them and deplatform them. It's called the market system. They don't have a lifetime job like a bureaucrat who we're going to protect. And if they're your friend, there's something wrong with you. No Hitler admirer, Holocaust denier, platformer should be anybody's friend, as a matter of fact.
You notice the way he worded that? He wasn't talking about the actual Holocaust denier, Hitler admirer. He said the platformer of those people should not be your friend.
It's
because
that
he dared,
guilty by association.
Yes. Because Tucker dared talk to Nick Fuentes. Now you can't be friends with him.
That's sad.
They've lost their minds.
They've lost their mind. Let's play a little more of this here.
That's really sad.
This little clip.
You don't get to wrap your psychotic, mental, unhinged, Nazi, Klan, jihadist bullshit around American patriotism. You don't get to claim you're MAGA and America first when you're lining up with the Marxists and the Islamists and Hamas and the terrorists. That's not America first. That's sick.
Can we talk about, though, how I guess there was something that happened with Trump where he was wanting Israel to be responsible for the bad things that they had done. And Israel's kind of like, watch it, be careful what you're saying here.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, there was something that had happened, and I'll have to find it. But basically, Israel was kind of like upset because Trump was not like supporting them 100% and was like trying to push certain things. And that's when a lot of this started, because Trump was like, hey, you need to watch and be responsible for the actions that you're doing. Like, not necessarily like, I understand you're being attacked, but you're also responsible for your own bombs and where they're going.
Well, and that's my issue with the government of Israel right now is the whole Gaza thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
October 7th was a terrible attack on Israel. 100% agreed.
Yeah.
It was disgusting. But the answer to that should not be, let's level an entire city.
But isn't that kind of like what the U.S. has done, though, with Japan and
yes,
stuff
and
like
we
that?
should not have done that.
I mean,
that's my opinion.
Yeah,
I mean, when you think about, let's target civilians. You know,
it's again, we're talking about attention getting here, the shock factor. Like, we went for it. We literally were like, that's exactly what we're doing. We're going to blow up innocent people.
Yeah, and I'm not behind that.
Yeah.
So that's my main criticism of Israel. And I think and I listened to Tucker a lot. I followed Tucker for years. From what I pick up, that's Tucker's criticism of Israel right now.
All right, responsibility for actions. It's sadly one of the ones that are like, oh my gosh, that you can't hate on me because then you're going to be racist.
You're right. This is exactly what the hard left did for years.
Yes.
If you criticized a black man,
then
it was because he was black. It was not because he did something dumb. Yeah. And you were just calling out a human being that did something dumb or had a stupid view or whatever. Now we're seeing that here. True. You call out Israel, and it's because you hate Jews. It's not because you have issues with the policy that the government of Israel might be, implementing.
Yeah.
Man, how wild is that?
It's crazy. Now, let's be clear. There is definitely anti-Semitism out there, and it's retarded. It's stupid.
There's anti-black.
I see it all over.
Jew. There's anti-Latino. There's all.
There is a lot of it on X too. I do see it on there. And that's dumb. Just like you shouldn't be racist against black people. But that's not what this is about. And by this, I mean the pushback against Tucker. That's not what's happening here. So I guess that's my little speech on that. Kanan, did you have anything else you wanted to add on that, or are you good?
No, I'm pretty good, man. I'm still kind of in shock.
Kanan says, you ain't canceled me, you dumbass. You ain't getting me in trouble.
Kanan says, I'm done with this conversation. Anyways, so this Erika Kirk hug with J.D. Vance.
Yes.
What was your thoughts on that?
I just saw like a picture of it.
Mm-hmm.
She hugged J.D. Vance?
People are having meltdowns. It is all over my feed because she was playing with his hair and he was grabbing her by the hips.
Wait, she was playing with his hair?
Whenever she goes to hug him, she like interlaces her hand, like grabs a handful of his hair.
All right, stop. I got to see this.
Oh, look it up. Look it up. Because
I got to see it.
look it up, Kanan.
Lucky JD.
Okay. So the picture is a little weird.
I mean, I don't see her playing with his hair. She's got her hand behind his head.
Okay, so if you look up the way JD Vance hugs his wife, it's not even like that either. Okay?
So this has people in an uproar?
Oh, this is all over.
Our society is retarded.
People are talking about Erika Kirk and how she is like the Jezebel.
Oh, gosh.
And the serpent in the grass. And how she's like the bad person and all of this. I don't personally believe that because, and I'll tell you why. And I am very interested in people's like feedback on it and what they think about it, because I've seen pictures and videos of her hugging other people, and she does that. She literally puts her hand behind their head whenever she hugs them. Yeah. That's just how she is.
I mean, I'm probably not going to. I'm probably not going to hug somebody that way, but you're big deal. But
it's not how you hug people.
No, I usually do like a little half sidearm hug or something.
You don't go humping people and giving them hugs. No.
Wait a minute, we don't.
No.
I don't see what she's doing so wrong. Like, I think it's just the way she hugs. Like,
So Kelly,
I don't necessarily.
So Kelly would be okay if a woman came up to you and grabbed you by the hair.
She didn't grab him by the hair. She's got her hand.
Yes, she did.
No,
that's not grabbing by the hair, miss.
Her hand is just in his hair, like.
Oh, wow!
Behind his head. His hair's messed up because she's.
I personally am like, I don't know. This feels strange.
This reminds me of what Gavin McInnes used to say. He's like, think it through.
I am thinking it through.
What's the logical explanation here? Are they freaking?
If a woman came up and hugged you like that and put her hand in your hair and started playing with your mullet, I might have a problem with it.
But I don't think she's playing with it.
I don't see her playing with it.
That's where her hand.
Do the video. Is there a video of it? Look up the video. But also look at this picture right here. Go back. See the picture right there of her hugging her friend and putting her hand behind their head too?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what she does.
Yes, exactly. That is the only thing. However, it's like one picture that I have found, but it seems a little bit strange. I personally would be upset if someone hugged you like that. If my ex-best friend came up to you and hugged you like that, I would flip out.
That's not playing with the hair. I'm watching the video right now, people. I'm on top of the important things, apparently. That's not playing with the hair.
Are you okay with how he grabbed her by the hips? If Kanan came up to me and grabbed me like that.
Okay, we're good there. That was him releasing the hug.
You'd be okay with that, though, if Kanan were to touch me in all those places.
Let's leave me out of this.
No,
Kanan, you piece of shit.
I'm using you for a reason here. I'm using you for a reason because you're like, bro, okay? So personally, that would be uncomfortable. I don't like that.
Okay, that's fine. But these people also weren't raised in a cult. We're going to have.
That's true.
That is true.
We're going to.
True, man.
Yeah, we was raised.
We have more boundaries than.
Yeah, because we were scared of the opposite sex for years.
Yes, yeah, dude. Yeah, you look at the opposite sex and you run in fear.
She was raised Catholic, so I mean.
And JD is also Catholic, and we all know that Catholics, Glenn, they're little wild people.
Why did you bring Glenn in this? Oh my goodness.
She's my favorite Catholic.
Okay.
I get what you're saying about the hip thing. I mean, okay, but I don't think it's anything like crazy.
There is nothing there.
Dude, she laid her head on Big Daddy Trump's shoulder. Remember that?
Yeah, that's like father figure in my brain. I was like, this poor lady has no one now to protect her. She's a sitting duck. She just lost the man in her life. She needs to have like a father figure. And
that's what she's doing here.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it could be. He may, yeah.
And the thing about it is a wife, I'm sus. If someone came up to you and did that, I'd be upset.
She might be thinking, "Oh, daddy figure, Big Daddy Trump." And Trump's like thinking, "Hell yeah, I still got it." He's like,
we could play this scenario through, Miss. It might be that, if we're going down that weird rabbit hole,
I mean,
it might not be a father figure.
There's always those weird people.
You could pull
Yeah.
that. You could put that accusation on anybody. I personally would let JD Vance hug me like this. I definitely would.
Oh, he could grab me any which way he wants.
Because you guys are gay.
So we've talked about a few things. We're starting to
Wind down.
wind down here on time. Or
Yeah.
at least we're getting close to an
We're
hour.
running out.
People probably hear me say that actually, and then they see that like we're 20 minutes into a podcast or something. Don't realize I've had to edit so much stuff, and we've
That's
Your
like
probably
son
Anderson's
is
in there
having
right
a
now
meltdown.
screaming his head off. So.
Yes, we know it's time because my son's having a meltdown.
Oh, wait a minute. Kyle Larson
Ooh.
won the championship.
I'm so proud.
Oh
Yes.
my God.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But I have to say, I am very sorry for Denny. Not because I wanted him to win. And you have to admit, it was really sad. And because also his dad's about ready to die. It would have been really nice for him to win something like for his dad's sake.
Don't interfere
That
with
sounds like
my...
his problem.
This is the emotional pull
That
that
sounds
I
like
am
his
making
problem.
as
Yeah,
a
Rick,
woman.
I don't know.
Don't interfere with my hatred of Denny Hamlin.
Denny Hamlin, dude. Dude, best thing ever, dude,
I
is
will
when you were giving
still-
him the bird every time he made a lap around you.
Sam,
Love that.
I will still hug that man every time I see his picture on the wall. Yes. Every
I
time.
will always remember that.
For those that are listening, Missy likes to figure out who I dislike in any sporting event. She tries to figure out who I'm rooting for, and then
It is true. It
she
is true.
automatically picks the other person and
Yes.
just gives me hell the entire time.
It's my favorite thing.
And it pisses me off
I
because I
know.
can't watch anything.
I know. My coworkers are like, Missy says, so what did you do to make your husband mad today? And I was kind of like, I'll have to think about it a second. I don't remember because I married the person that I love to devil the rest of my life. And that's literally what I do.
And I'm having a fantastic time. This is great.
You're having a wonderful time.
So Kyle Larson wins the championship. It is
Yes. And he
probably...
wore a blue suit, which is so awesome.
Yeah, that number 5 HendrickCars.com paint scheme.
I know.
Beautiful, gorgeous. I love that man. Speaking of men, I would let hug me.
Yep.
This
And he could grab me by the hair.
He
I
can
don't care.
sniff your
run.
hair.
Yes, he
Yeah.
could Joe Biden my head.
Yeah, I would not care.
That final race had to be one of the biggest heartbreakers in the history of sports for those that were Denny Hamlin fans, and even a lot of people that weren't, because it was this storybook thing.
Yeah.
This was happening. Denny Hamlin has driven for like 20 years. He's won the
Done a
Daytona
fabulous
500
job.
multiple
You have to
times.
admit he's done a great job
Yes.
racing.
Oh, he's a fantastic driver. And he's
Yeah.
like 44 years old,
Yeah,
and he's driving
Thank you.
now
That's
just
all
as
I
good
needed.
as he ever has. He's fantastic.
No, he's great. Yeah.
He's also a
Yeah, he's good. He
butthole
is.
to the, at least that's the way he portrays himself.
See, I don't like that. Okay, let's just, like real quick. Like you were telling me, he was like, what was he mouthing off to the fans and stuff?
Yeah, because he beat Kyle Larson one day. He was getting booed.
I beat your favorite
I
driver.
beat your favorite driver. Yeah. Yeah. And he has this,
Danny,
he's
calm down.
become the bad guy.
He's become the
Yeah.
villain in NASCAR.
Okay. He's embraced that.
Yes.
There are, and you guys can attest to this because you were at Bristol in the spring. There are
Great time, by the
3
way.
drivers that get booed when they're introduced.
Bubba Wallace,
Bubba Wallace, Joey Logano, and Denny Hamlin.
See, I'm a fan.
And Denny Hamlin. Yeah.
But anyway, so the Denny Hamlin thing, he is, we're at Phoenix, championship race is happening. To go back a little bit, Denny Hamlin has won multiple Daytona 500s. He's won like 60 races. I think he got his 60th this year. There's one thing that has eluded him, and that's a championship.
Which would have been
Yep.
nice because
And
his
so
dad was
everybody-
about ready to die.
He's even got this
Yeah.
cigar in a case that him and his dad are planning
That's
on
growing
smoking
mold.
when yes, it's got to be freaking dried out. But if he wins a championship, like that cigar is set
Does
aside
that
for
not pull at your heart?
a little
The
bit.
man-
Yes,
The
I have to-
man that
yes.
cried at his mom's wedding.
His-
Okay.
his-
Your emotions have to be just a little bit like, oh my gosh.
Now his dad is very sick. We don't know how much longer he's going
Yes.
to live. And so I do get it. I get it completely.
That goes to show that they may have rigged, some games in basketball, maybe some football, but NASCAR is not rigged.
At least in this
NASCAR is
aspect.
all
Yeah.
about calls.
Because if it was rigged, they would have, or they were like trying to pay people off, he would have won that, but he comes in there 3 laps in and boom.
Denny Hamlin was literally 40 seconds away from having a championship.
Yeah.
40 seconds was all he had to hang
Wow.
in there for. His car was so fast, nobody could touch him. He was 3 seconds faster than everybody else.
And he ran
most the
300 and
entire
what?
day.
91?
He led 209 laps, if I'm not mistaken. Out of a 300 and some lap race. He comes down for people. I'll explain a little bit because most people don't follow NASCAR because they're
If
not.
I buy something Denny
like
Hamlin at the next race, you cannot hate me.
I will completely hate. Yes, I will. William Byron, who drives a 24, has a flat tire, hits the wall.
He couldn't help it.
That brings out the caution. We've got at this point, we've got 3 laps to go in the race. Well, then you're going to wind up finishing the race under caution because the cars keep going under caution, right? So NASCAR now implements their version of overtime, which they call green, white, checkered. You bring out the green flag, then the white flag, which means one more lap, then the checkered.
Okay.
So you've got 2 laps on a green, white, checkered?
Yeah.
3 laps. We're coming down pit road. Everybody's coming down. Kyle Larson pulls into his pit box, takes 2 tires, pulls out of his pit box. Denny pulls into his, way up the line. Denny's way far ahead of Kyle.
And Kyle
He's only got
him. I remember
Denny takes 4 tires, which takes a lot longer.
Which was a bad call by his
Kyle Larson passes him on pit road, and
Dude.
Denny loses the championship because of that. 40 seconds, he would have been a national champion, and
that was a bad call.
I bet you he wishes he only took 2.
Yeah,
absolutely. His crew chief, did him in on that one, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So but anyways, Kyle Larson is now a 2-time champion, and
heck yeah,
hell yeah,
I like Kyle.
Love it.
I like Kyle.
Okay, so I'd put up the post on Facebook. What are your thoughts on Tucker Carlson? Anti-Semite or no? So let's read some of the responses we got here. Martin says, the important issue is that it appears that Tucker thinks it's good for his brand for you to wonder if the answer to this question is yes or no. Mearsheimer, Cooper, and now Fuentes, and he likes to give these guys nice softball interviews too. Joel says that no, Fuentes definitely is, but not Tucker. Ty says no. Evan says no, and who cares either way?
With a laughing face. That is funny.
John says he's moving in that direction, and it's sad. Yeah, send us a message. You can also reach us at the hillbillybroadcast@aol.com. Send us emails there. I don't think there's a lot of point for me to go into great detail responding to these on air because I've just said my thoughts on that interview. So.
We already said what we feel, but I like hearing what you guys have to hear.
I don't think that Tucker is moving in that direction. I think that Tucker comes off to me as a genuinely curious individual who wants to, if there's somebody interesting out there, let's talk to him. I like that too. That's the way Joe Rogan does a lot of things. If somebody's interesting, he'll talk to him.
Yeah, absolutely.
So drop us a message on Facebook. Also, if you want, call us at 304-314-4318. Leave us a voicemail. We can play it on the air. We can do whatever. Just stroke our ego. We need to stroke it. We didn't really cover anything West Virginia on this episode, and I'm sorry for that.
No, it was just different topics that had concerned us.
Yes.
I'm okay with that.
I will say this, though. I think that we get too caught up in what's going on a national level when what's really important and will affect us the most happens right here in the state.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm so guilty of that.
Yeah.
Charleston could ruin my life much faster than D.C.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
it's true. It's so true.
If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.